Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Gun.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Hey, receiver.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Third and long for Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey. Shift. Switch it. Come on.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come.
Hey, 43, 15.
Watch quick.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down and 5.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Guys, it's game situation.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Hey, dude. Watch the slant.
Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. Called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Hey, Ken! First.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Rip left.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Check, 59. Come on, baby, I'm coming. Yellow. Check 52.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike. Let's go, Mike 5'9". Good route here. 300.
On second and 12, Cousins.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run. Cook. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bears, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mahomes again here on second and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. I go, Lou, Eddie.
Here we go. Jim.
On Sunday.
Watch the twist. Check.
Attack.
On first down, Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. It's complete. It's Miller. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Slam.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Target.
59.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. A gain of 37.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down, Vikings.
Listen to me.
I got you.
Five.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check with the 9. Yo. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Hey, nice 7.
First down. Here's Cousins. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On second down, Cook looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mahomes now on first down. This is Miller, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Undercrush. Watch out. 15.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now here's Mahomes. Open man there is Patterson, complete.
Let's go.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Bears, first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just like that. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Mahomes to throw once more. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Next to score, Vikings 21, Bears 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on second down, but this one is Incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it again with Miller. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Smoke. Do you tighten up? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Hey, Sunday on Sunday on Sunday on Sunday.
Mike, 50. Look at that.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Cook. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, the 20, 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 79 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Attack, attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
In your face.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Mike.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Yellow, 180!
Ready? Two times.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
180!
Mike. Tackles.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Check. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, Mahomes. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 15.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
55's my guy, 55. Here we go. Fight on these two. 55.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Steps away to his left. Miller with first down and more. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's trash. That's trash. Kill.
We're going. Let's go.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
43.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. It's complete. It's Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
Throwing here, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going deep for Brown. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears,